Welcome to Where It's At, an irregular program about internet communications. In this episode, we have some fun. Interview Goldiemayer, a koi fish that participated in the automated driving experiments at Ben-Gurion University. According to Wikipedia, Ben-Gurion University has about 20,000 students and has several research institutes. Ben-Gurion University was established in 1969 as the University of the Negev with the aim of promoting the development of the Negev desert that comprises more than 60% of Israel. The university was later renamed after Israel's founder and first prime minister, David Ben-Gurion, who believed that the future of the country lay in this region. After Ben-Gurion's death in 1973, the university was renamed Ben-Gurion University of the Negev. Seriously. The findings on the fish-operated vehicle were published in Behavioral Brain Research, Volume 419, February 15, 2022, 113,711. However, we leave Sirius behind as we interview our koi friend.
Ms. Mayer, welcome to Where It's At.
Please call me Goldie.
Excellent. Goldie, I want to thank you for the interview. We were going to interview the professor and the graduate students, but you are the fish that are actually navigating. So we decided to go right to the source.
I really appreciate that.
You know, you made quite a splash in the news with the autonomous driving you were doing, and people saw rumors on you on CNN and Colbert. What's part of the story were they missing?
Thank you for having me, and let me say this has been quite a learning experience for us all.
Really?
Well, first of all, the students are pretty insensitive, particularly on days when they're eating dairy. Can't they eat tuna fish somewhere where we can't see them? And secondly, the fact that it took them so long to figure out that if you put food in a specific spot, we will come to it, it seems silly. Fish swim to food. It's really that simple. I mean, for goodness sakes, if we see you heading to the top of the tank, we swim to the surface. It should have been really obvious what we were going to do. Oh, and then they congratulate themselves for putting some obstacles in the way before we could get to the food. Really? Have they never seen a fish tank before? Plastic plants, ruins and castles and caves. We're used to having to navigate around these things.
Well, they think they seem to accomplish something. I mean, they've got a lot of equipment around you as you're steering the tank.
Well, they've got lidar, a computer, motor and wheels, a whole bunch of stuff. But did you happen to notice they forgot the filter? I mean, we shit where we swim. Come on, would it kill the budget to add a bubbler, some charcoal and fiberglass?
You make a good point.
They
also say you aren't very good drivers.
Don't get me started. First of all, that tank is very boring. Other than the marker to show us where the food is, there's not much to look at. So some of the school deliberately make it a game, sort of like you guys seeing who can hold their breath the longest in water.
All right, so you guys are deliberately tanking the results.
Don't get me wrong, we are a school of fish, and not all of us are at the top of the class, but some of us think it might take longer if they add more food. And then there's Splash.
Splash?
Yeah, Splash's nerves are shot. He's been swimming by the glass too long. Every time they start the experiments, they tap on the glass. They go tap, tap, tap. It wears on you after a while.
Yeah, I guess that could be annoying.
And the other thing is they brought us out to the streets. I mean, don't they know that McDonald's is out there and it has a fillet of fish? Of course, we're going to steer clear of that.
Well, that's interesting. What do you think the future holds for this project? Where does it go from here?
Well, I heard rumors that Hezbollah heard about the tanks and they're going to use fighting fish.
Ah, will that work?
My understanding is the Defense Ministry has already developed a mirror dome so that if the fighting fish come anywhere near Israel, the mirror will deflect them.
Okay. What about commercializing?
I heard some of the students talking about going on Shark Tank, but honestly, that scares me.
Goldiemayer, thank you for your time.
Oh, you're welcome.